We finally have a new teaser for episode 5 of the Amazing Digital Circus, where the action takes place in that very stadium from the concept. So what will be the first of the adventures in the end? And why have we been given so much information by Glitch lately? I'll answer those questions in today's video, but let's get to everything in order. By the way, somewhere in the video I hid a photo of Pomni, and anyone who finds it will get a very interesting theory about episode 5 in the comments. Let's start with the teaser itself, and I want to tell you that the location looks simply amazing. Just look how many dummies are located in the background, and the field itself also looks just huge compared to the main characters. And by the way, they're all in the mix and will most likely all go on this adventure together that Kane is going to take them on. Now, each of the characters has a signature cap, but there are no special clothes on them. It gives the impression that they will be spectators, but it's not really that simple here. First of all, Ragatha has a baseball bat, but Kinger has a microphone. How do you envision Kinger being a commentator? I think it would be interesting to watch. And speaking of which, all the characters look very surprised, but only one clearly stands out here. It's Jax, of course, and you can tell by the look on his face that he's up to something. Now, some of the characters look scared in general. Perhaps the main characters will move right into this adventure straight into the stadium where they will either watch, play, or commentate on the game. But here I get the impression that there will either be different groups of main characters. Each group will have a different task. And the ones who get to play baseball will likely be the worst off. And all this for one simple reason, which is that we don't know what the NPCs will be like. Aside from the mannequins in the teasers themselves, we haven't been shown any new or already known NPCs, which obviously raises questions. I personally wish we had been shown someone new, or a well-redone old character. We've seen Queen Gloink in 2 episodes already, and so Gummigoo. And for the record, I'd like to see Gummigoo a 3rd time as well. He'll probably still appear, but not in 2 episodes in a row. We saw him in episode 4, so he probably won't be in episode 5. I would also like to pay attention to Zooble, because she also has new details. Namely, she clearly has a different leg. There is also a triangle on her chest, and she has a new curved antenna. Gangle doesn't have tears on her sadness mask, and maybe she'll get rid of it again at some point in the episode, but after the 4th episode, there's no idea how she's going to behave. And another thing that I realized clearly is that it will be a baseball game after all. It's not for nothing that we were shown Gangle learning how to play at the beginning of the 4th episode. The only thing is that I don't trust Jax anymore, because he's clearly already made a plan to play one of the main characters. I think he's going to break the rules to make the game more interesting. It's Jax after all. And speaking of which, Pomni looks kind of weird without her headdress, but she still managed to take it off. Maybe they'll make a reference to that in the episode because we can remember the scene in the 1st episode where Pomni tries to take off her headdress. Also, if we look, it feels like it's evening outside because it's pretty dark. Maybe the 5th episode will be divided into morning, afternoon, and evening with different challenges. If we think back, we definitely saw a day in the teaser with Jax. The teaser with Pomni, on the other hand, could have been morning. She looks very disgruntled there, and either it's because she didn't want to go to the office or because it's morning. You should also pay attention to what Glitch wrote to us. It feels like they're messing with us once again, because they wrote that the episode changed the plot again, and it's not about the office, but about softball. And honestly, I don't really understand what the point of this or that adventure is yet. After all, essentially every adventure before this one made some sort of sense, and here so far nothing is clear. The only explanation for this is that Glitch will actually show us a trailer for multiple episodes at once, like they did after Pilot. Then we already have 3 different adventures for 3 different episodes, so in theory we can assume that we already know the themes of the 5th, 6th, and 7th episodes, but we are left wondering what exactly Glitch will leave us with for the 8th and 9th episode. But we may find out the answer to that too. As I suggested in the last video, there's a 90% chance that we'll get a new trailer on Friday, June 13th, and we're still a week away from that date. During that time, Glitch will obviously be putting out more teasers. And right about that time, information about episode 8 and 9 could come out. The only teaser that remains a mystery to us is the teaser where we all saw the main characters standing in complete darkness and looking at the light. Perhaps it is this teaser that gives hints to one of the final episodes. And one of my theories was that this is what a basement with abstracted characters would look like, or indeed, an exit from the Amazing Digital Circus. I also have a theory that for the rest of the week, Glitch will be more of giving us teasers for a particular adventure, and that particular adventure might be in episode 5. But we'll have to wait a little longer to find out the truth. I'm very happy that Glitch is raising the hype again for the Amazing Digital Circus, because it gives a lot of information that is almost impossible to fit together. Also, if you look closely at the teaser with the stadium, And for example, the teaser with Jax in the shroud, you can realize how different their quality is. On the teaser with Jax, we see a rich and beautiful picture, as if it was taken from the already finished episode. But if we look at the last teaser with the stadium, it looks less saturated, as if this fragment is still in the stage of animation or development. But on the other hand, there are about 2 or 3 more weeks until the release of the 5th episode itself, and in that time Glitch can do the final treatment of the episode. That's why this scene could still improve in quality. At the very least, more contrast and light could be added to this scene. But it's still not entirely clear yet which episode each of the adventures will be in. I also have another theory, which is that there will only be a trailer for the 5th episode, and not all of them. Instead of a generic trailer at this point, we may already be getting snippets from other episodes, and it's just that they may be done specifically to confuse us or give us something to think about as to which adventure will be where. It's also possible that they won't let us guess the adventure for the 5th episode, and they may publish different NPCs for the rest of the week that will be connected to completely different episodes. But overall, I'm very pleased that at this point we have a huge amount of new content to make sense of and try to build a chain of events. But since the 5th and 6th episodes should be mostly related to Jax and Regatha, the baseball game could be related to the 5th episode, because Regatha was the one who taught Gangle how to play it. There could be some detail in that. But in the 6th episode may appear already the Savannah with Jax. After all, only on that teaser we saw him with a gun, and Jax likes guns very much. That's why I think if the episodes are really about the characters, they'll make the episodes in their style. Or alternatively, they'll make the episodes in a way that helps them reveal their fears and character in general. But if you watch episode 4, Gangle's character was revealed in exactly the adventure she wanted. It could be the same with Jax. Kane can give Jax the challenge he wants, and that's where his character will be revealed. But we have to wait a little longer, and I really hope that the 5th episode will be released before the end of June, because Glitch has less and less time to release all the episodes before the end of the year, as they promised us. What are your thoughts on it? What adventure will be involved in each of the future episodes? What might be in episode 8 and 9, and will we get trailers for them? Be sure to post your thoughts and theories in the comments, and I'll be sure to read them. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Good luck everyone, and bye-bye.